Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope everyone is doing well and is ready to read some more of Junie B. Jones and the Little Monkey Business. We know that Junie B. Jones is the main character of the story, and her mom just had a baby brother. She's just got a baby brother, and her grandma went to the hospital to visit that baby and said that that baby is the cutest little monkey she has ever seen. Do you think Junie B. Jones's brother is a real monkey? I mean, if your mommy had a baby or some of your mommies are having babies, is it possible for your mommy to go to the hospital and have a baby monkey? I don't think so, but Junie B. Jones thinks so. And so all her friends are so excited to see her baby brother monkey. And so she starts not being a very good friend because her friends want to see the baby first. And so Lucille and what was her other friend's name? Grace. Lucille and Grace are fighting over who's going to get to see the baby monkey first. And so Junie B. Jones keeps asking for things and says, well, whoever gives me the most presents or the most things, then they'll get to see my brother first. And so she's not being a real good friend, remember? So remember, Grace gave her high tops, Lucille was giving her snack ticket, and so now she was getting ready to go to the principal's office because she's in trouble because she keeps asking all her friends for things that aren't hers. So let's read today chapter 8. It's called Me and Principal. The school's office is a scary place. It has loud ringing phones and a typing lady who is a stranger. Remember, a stranger is someone we don't know. And a row of chairs where all the bad kids sit. Mrs. plopped me in a blue one. Wait here, she said. Yeah, only I'm not even bad, I whispered to just myself. Then I put my sweater over my head so nobody would see me in that bad kid's chair. So she's embarrassed that she's at the principal's office. And so she put her jacket up or her t-shirt up over her head so no one would know that it was her. After that, I peeked down my long sweater sleeve and I saw Mrs. out the handhole. Here's a picture. There we go. There's Junie B. Jones hiding. And there's her teacher knocking on the principal's door, just like Mr. Lalone has his office with a door. This principal has his own office also. She was knocking on the principal's door, and then she went in there, and my heart got very pumpy inside because she was tattletaling on me, I think. Remember, tattletaling means it's like when you're telling on somebody and it's not an emergency. Remember, we have that rule in our school. If you're not bleeding, if there's no strangers, if the school is not on fire, then whenever we're at guided reading, your job is to figure out your own problem, to solve your own problem, and not to bother me. But sometimes people will tattletale, right? That means you're telling on somebody when you really shouldn't. So she says the teacher is tattletaling on her and what she did. After a while, she came out again. Principal came with her. Principal has a baldy head which looks like rubber. Also, he has really big hands and heavy shoes and a suit made out of black. Could I see you in my office for a minute, Junie B? He said. And so then I had to go in there all by myself. And I sat in a big wood chair, and Principal made me take the sweater off my head. So what's this all about? He said. Why do you think your teacher brought you down here today? Because, I said very quiet. I think she's feeling scared that she's in the principal's office. Because why? Said Principal. Because that Gray shot off her big fat mouth, I explained. Then the principal folded his arms. Remember, we said if a grown-up folds their arms, they're not really happy. And he said for me to start at the beginning, and so I did. First, I told him about how I spent the night at my grandpa's house. We had delicious waffles for breakfast, I said, and I had 5 of them. Only my grandpa didn't know where I put them all, except I put them way in here. And then I opened my mouth and I showed Principal where my waffles went. Ah! After that, I told him how my grandma Miller had come home from the hospital and she told me I had a baby monkey brother, for real and honest and truly. And so then I told the children at the show and tell. I said, and at recess, Lucille and that Grace started giving me lots of pretty stuff because they wanted to be the first to see him. Except too bad for me, I said, because then when we came back inside, Mrs. found out about the snack tickets, and then that dumb Grace shot off her big fat mouth about her shoes, and so I got marched right down here, and I had to sit in the bad kid's chair. Then I smoothed my skirt. The end, I said nicely. Principal rubbed his head. That looks like rubber. Junie B, maybe we should go back to when your grandmother came home from the hospital, he said. Can you remember exactly what she said about your brother being a monkey? What do you think is going to happen next? I scrunched my eyes real tight to remember. Yes, I said. Grandma Miller said he was the cutest little monkey she ever saw. Then the principal closed his eyes. Ah, he said, kind of quiet. Now I get it. After that, he smiled a little bit. You see, Junie B, when your grandmother called your brother a little monkey, she didn't mean he was a real little monkey. She just meant he was, well, cute. I know he's cute, I said. That's because all monkeys are cute, except for I don't like the big kind that can kill you. Principal shook his head. No, Junie B, that's not what that means. I mean that your brother isn't really a monkey at all. He's just a baby boy. I made a frowny face at him. No, he is not a little baby boy, I told him. He's a real live monkey with black hairy fur and long fingers and toes. You can even ask my Grandma Miller if you don't believe me. And so guess what Principal did then? He called her, that's what. He called Grandma Miller right up on the phone, and then he talked to her, and then I talked to her too. Hey, Grandma, I said very shouty, guess what just happened down here? Principal said that my baby brother isn't a real alive monkey. Only he is, 'cause you told me that, remember? You said he was a monkey, for really and honest and truly. Then Grandma Miller said she was very sorry, but she didn't mean he was a real monkey. She just meant that he was cute, just like Principal explained to me. And so then I felt very droopy. Remember we talked about that droopy inside. Yeah, only about all of his black hair and his long fingers and toes, I said. And what about his bed that looks like a cage and the wallpaper with his jungle friends on it? But Grandpa Miller kept on saying that my new baby brother was just a regular cute baby. And so finally I didn't want to talk to her anymore and I hanged up the phone. Then I bended my head way down and my eyes got a little bit of wet in them. Darn it, I said very quiet. After that, Principal gave me a tissue and he said, I'm sorry to me. Then he held my hand and me and him walked back to room 9. So she's feeling a little sad, isn't she? She's sad because she just found out that her baby brother is not really a monkey. He's just a baby boy, just like her teacher and the principal had said, but she didn't want to believe him because she really wanted a baby monkey. That'd be kind of cool, right? To have a baby monkey at your house. But it's not. It's just a baby boy. Cute little baby. All right, so tomorrow we will read chapter 9, Pigs and Ducks and Stuff. And I think we're getting close to the end of the story. Yeah, we only have one more chapter to read. So tomorrow we will finish the book. How exciting is that? All right, you guys have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.